Good afternoon, everyone. What's up? Today, the topic is the Great Recession. Was a global economy downturn that decimated world finance markets as well in the banking and real estate industry. The crisis led to increases in home mortgages, foreclosure worldwide, and caused millions of people to lose their life savings and jobs and their homes. In January, considered to be the longest period of economic decline since the Great Depression of the 1920s. Although its effects were definitely global. Also, its effects were definitely global in nature. The Great Recession was most pronounced in the United States, where it originated as a result of the subprime mortgage crisis and in Western Europe. What is a recession? A recession is declared or stagnant in economic growth for the economy indicate used to define the term recession have changed over time. Since the Great Recession, the IMF has described a global recession as declared in nearly few capital world growth, domestic product (GDP), as supported by others macro indicators such as industrial products, trade, oil, competition, and unemployment. Sorry about that. The stress growth recession has declared to really to cap world growth, maximum progress (GDP), and supported by other macroeconomic indicators period of these two consistent quarters. For the definition in the United States, the Great Recession started in December 2007 from the time until the event ended. GDP declined by 4.3% and unemployed rate opposite 10%. Hey Nancy, the Great Recession, sometimes referred as the 2008 recession in the United States and Western Europe, has been linked to the so-called subprime mortgage crisis. Subprime mortgage crises are home loans guaranteed to borrowers with poor credit. Historical, the home loans are considered non-risk loans. When the housing boom in the United States in the early mid-2000s, mortgage lenders seeking to capitalize on raising home prices were less restrictive in terms of the type of borrowers. The portrait for loans and as housing prices continue to rise in North America and West Europe, other finance industries are kind founders of risky mortgage in bulk, typically in the form of mortgage-backed security as an investment in hopes a quick profit. The decision, however, would soon prove catastrophic. Supreme prices all through the U.S. housing market was still falling reversed at the time of the writing was on the wall when Supreme mortgage lender New Century Financing declared bankruptcy in April 2007. A couple of months earlier, in February, the Federal Home Loan Mortgage Corporation announced that it would no longer purchase risky Supreme mortgage or mortgage-rated securities, with no market of the mortgage its own and therefore no way to sell them. To recoup, recoup the investment in central finance collapsed just few months later. In August 2007, American Home Mortgage Investment Corporation became the second major mortgage lender to crack under the pressures of the subprime crisis and the declining housing market in entering Chapter 11 bankruptcy. The summer Standard and Poor's and Moody's credit raters both announced their intention to reduce the ratings on more than 100 bonds, backed by second-hand subprime mortgage standards, and Poor's also placed more than 600 securities backed by subprime residential mortgages on credit, which for the then and the Supreme Court continued housing prices across the country began to fall due to a lack of new homes on the market, so millions of homeowners and the mortgage lenders were suddenly underwater, meaning their homes were valued less than their total loan amounts. Exactly. Fed dropped interest rates. Even on October 9, 2007, the U.S. stock market reached its all-time high as the key Dow Jones Industrial Average experienced 1400 for the first time in history. However, that would mark the last bit of good news for the U.S. economy for some time. Over the next 18 months, the Dow would lose more than half its value, falling to 6,547 points as results. Hundreds of thousands of Americans who had satisfied portion of their life savings invested in the stock market suffered catastrophic honest losers. Indeed, over the course of the Great Recession, the net worth of American households and non-profit declined more than 20% from a high of 69 trillion in the fall 2007 to 55 trillion in the spring of 2009, a loss of some 14 trillion. Man, that's a lot of money. With an economy training, the U.S. Federal Reserve Fed beginning taking action, reducing the national target interest, which leaded use a guidance rate of loans. Interest rates were at 5.25% in December 2007. By the end of 2008, the Fed had reduced the largest interest rate in 0% of the first time in history of hope of one again encouraged borrowing and by extension capital investment. Number one, don't ever accept a zero down payment home. It's a lie. You are going to pay back. Zero down payment a house, not a good idea. Bad. Two, that they do it to you because they make money on that. Never ever put a zero down payment of a house. No, that's not good. No. Stimulus package. The stimulus package was a joke. It was a joke back then. It's a joke. Of course, lowering the target interest rate wasn't the only thing the Fed and the U.S. government did to combine the Great Recession has measured its effects on the economy. In February 2008, President G.W. Bush signed the so-called Economy Settlement Act into law. The legislation provided taxpayers with reduced $600 to $400, which they were encouraged to spend reduced taxes, increased the ARCA limits for federal home loan program, for example, Fannie Mac and Freddie Mac. Yeah, I know, but you don't pull. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, if you pull it like this, yeah, you're right, Nancy. The last element data to hopefully generate new home sales and provided boosted of the economy. The so-called settlement package also provided businesses with further investment of capital in investment. Too, too, too big to too big to fail. However, with this investment, the country economy troubles were far from over. In March 2008, investment bank giant Bear Stearns collapsed after its rising federal trouble to intimates to Supreme Mortgage and its assets with economy by J.P. Morgan Chase and cut rate prices. A few months later, Founders Portsmouth Lehman Brothers declared bankruptcy for a similar reason, creating the largest bankruptcy filing in U.S. history within days of the Lehman Brothers announced that Fed agreed to lead insurance and investment company AGC some 85 billion so that it could remain afloat. Damn! Wow! Political leaders testified the decision, saying AG was too big to fail and that its collapse would further destabilize the U.S. economy. Track program. With fears the similar collapse could be set by other major finance companies, Bank President Bush approved the TRAP in October 2008. TRAP expected provided the U.S. government with $700 billion in funds to push the assets of second company in order to keep them in business. This would example the government to set these assets as a ledger debt, hopefully as a profit. With a few weeks, the government spent 125 billion in trap funds in economic assets from 9 U.S. banks in early 2009. Trap funds were also used to bail out automakers General Motors and Chrysler, combined 80 billion and breaking giant Bank of America 125 billion. January 2009 also brought with a new animation in the White House that President Obama, however, many of the all-finance programs remain for new president tackle. In his first weeks in office, President Obama signed a second settlement package into law at the time in marking 787 billion for tax cuts as well as spending on preventing schools, healthcare, and green energy. In the matter of the bill, however, at least after the natural bill of economy, DBR demanded that based on key economy, including unemployment rates and the stock market, the downturn in the United States office ended in June 39, aftermath of the Great Recession. Although the Great Recession was officially over in the United States in 2009, among many people in America and other countries around the world, the effects of the downturn were felt for many more years. Indeed, from 2010 to 2014, multiple European countries, including Ireland, Greece, Portugal, and Cyprus, depended on the NATO debt, forcing the European Union to provide them with bailout loans and others. And cash investments. Dodd-Frank Act. The Great Recession also unearthed a new period of financial protection in the United States and elsewhere. Economists have urged that replaced in the 1990s of depression era reaction unknown, the Glass-Steagall Act combination to the program that caused the recession. While the truth is probably more complicated than that, the repair of the Glass-Steagall Act, which had been on the books since 1903, would allow many of the country's largest finance institutions to merge, creating much larger companies. This set the stage for too big to fail bailouts for many of these firms for the government. Hmm.